Hello, are we live? It's hard to tell. We don't have the webcam today because it's broken. I don't know why it's broken. I just went to boot it up and it's not working. So you can't see my lovely face for once. So I'll try to get this fixed for next stream, but I didn't know. So yeah, let me quickly find the stream, make sure it's all working properly. Yeah, sounds like it's working. If the audio's not great or something, just shout at me. So how is everyone doing? Good. There's a community leaderboard. The crowns. Yeah, there is crowns. What do the crowns mean? Okay, well, we have crowns. That's interesting. The crowns mean power. Excellent stuff. Crowns mean status. Why is it here? Take it away. I didn't put these down. I didn't put these here. I don't know where these have come from. Seth, that's an excuse not to show the body pillow. I know your tricks. No, because I get paid. I get super chatted to do that. I don't want to discourage the super chats. I don't know why the camera's not working. It's not got the little light on it that means it's on. I have tried turning it on and off again. I've tried plugging it in and out of the computer. That's about as far as my troubleshooting can go. So it might just be dead because it is a really bad camera. But, you know, this might be what I need, the motivation to actually invest in a new microphone, because we kind of need one. Not microphone, a camera, because it's always been shit, let's admit. That all said, what did people think of this latest chapter? Because not saying I basically predicted this flashback, but I basically just predicted the flashback. I mean, remember what I said. This will just be the Loki backstory. Will just be the Siegfried backstory, Siegfried Brunhild backstory, and it kind of was. Yeah, it basically was. I don't think I predicted the Loki frames Siegfried, and that's why he gets thrown in prison thing. But apart from that, I did predict this backstory, which is pretty good. But the issue that you can predict the backstory is my main issue with the backstory, because I did enjoy this backstory. Outside of the Thor, Zeus, Poseidon trio of they're not even really being backstories. This is probably the weakest backstory for me, only on the basis that it doesn't really change anything about how I see Loki as a character. Everything in this flashback, you could probably just glean, characterize, the plot-wise, him, framing Siegfried, for example, there wasn't any, clear indication of that being the case. But in terms of all Loki's characterization, I didn't feel this flashback really told us anything new, to be honest with you. I've not got a new understanding of Loki as a character, which is kind of what I like out of these backstories, is that we get to learn the motivations and the thing. But we already knew Loki was just horny for Brunhild, and that is basically what this flashback kind of boils down to. I still really enjoyed the flashback. I think it was a really fun read, but it didn't really. I haven't learnt anything new about Loki. This is all within what I understood about Loki's character, and considering that the way the Ragnarok flashbacks usually are written, where usually the fact that the end of the flashback is us seeing Loki before the events of the series, and even during with the bit in round 4, really would indicate to me there is no more Loki backstory. We have finished it, which is a shame, but it is a real shame. But overall, good chapter. The artwork was great. Loki's original design is awesome. It's a really, really cool design. Some of the imagery, the bit where the watermelon gets thrown at Loki's head, it's obviously the thing of him with his mouth extends around. It looks just grotesquely awesome. But the panel before that, where we see the shadow of what looks like a watermelon impaled in his head, looks sick as well. The artwork in this, the way they've drawn Loki with his transformation abilities in the chapter was awesome. I really, really liked it. Yeah, it was just really, really cool. I'm ashamed we didn't get Loki boning a horse. Anyone who's been what's it called, on the channel for a while knows how that was our big prediction for Loki, was that he was going to bang a horse. but that didn't happen, sadly. Him stealing Thor's hammer was pretty funny too. Also, it's one thing I'm gonna ask was, what's people's opinion on like when this flashback was kind of set? Because the implication I kind of got from how like the Valkyries were interacting, that Hlok was like the youngest. I was always under the impression that Avatar and Hlok were like twins. I feel like that was stated somewhere, but like from the implication of this, like we know not all the Valkyries were there because some of them were missing, like not age-wise. I assume it's before Gaul was born, for example, but surely Hlok, Avatar should be around too. But I got like, the implication that Hlok was like the youngest one there. It was just, I don't know what people think about that. Anyway, to actually catch up and chat, because I've not actually been looking at the messages. Candy Sensei, hello fellow pillow worshippers. Sadly, yeah, there's no pillow on screen today because camera's dead. Hey Steph, glad you liked my essays on Madara Box and Gintama. Thank you, they're really, really good. I really enjoyed them. Really good. Oh, Cheesemo has super chatted. What is my man saying? You already know body pillows. Cheesemo, I can get the body pillow out, man. But like, you won't be able to see it because the camera's dead. Like, the camera's dead, man. Like, I can get it out and put it in the background, but like, you can't see it. So you'd have to trust me to do it, which I will. I can go do it. But like, it's purely just torturing me at this point. But very much appreciated as always, man. The 10 out of 10, probably one of my favourite backstories in a while. Good to hear it. Good to see, even when I don't dislike the backstory. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's not giving me what I want. I like when people like stuff I dislike, because it means, like, that people are actually enjoying it. Like, I don't want something to be unenjoyable to everyone. Like, I like when people enjoy stuff I don't. New chapter was good. I also haven't seen the APOC leaks yet. I think the full chapter has dropped. I haven't read it yet. I might pull it up and we can read it on stream in a minute, actually, because I haven't read it yet. We also got to talk about the official character rankings, because they're insane, and we got to talk about those. So we actually do some screen sharing for that, but that'll be fun. So we got, so we do a live chapter reading for Apocalypse, and we'll do the what's it called? Popularity rankings, like, discussion, because it'll be very fun. Not gonna lie, understandable why Loki fell in love with Brunhild. Understand why Loki fell in love with her. Brunhild was hot as fuck. Yeah, but, yeah, but like, it wasn't because she was hot that he fell in love with her. It's because, she thought he was amusing and stuff. It's not just looks. I mean, Brunhild is a very good looking woman. I'm not denying that. New touch with seriously, she was also cute and adorable. Yeah, it's kind of wild to see Brunhild actually like this. Obviously, like, Siegfried's imprisonment fucking depressed her. She went depression max after that. But like, yeah, it's nice seeing her like this, because I don't think we've ever really seen her like this before. Also, what are your thoughts on the tie now? I don't know. We say this every round we have the tie discussion. I feel out of any round where tie's been on the tables, this one still seems to me the most likely to be a tie. Like, I can see this one being the tie the most. I'm just gonna predict. I'm not fucking betting on the bloody draw at this point, because I don't know. I'm still betting on Simo winning here. But I think the draw, if the draw was gonna happen at any point, I feel this would be the round. But I'm just gonna stick with Simo winning. But we will see. Why did Loki become a femboy twink instead of an emo goth fairy? What I must say, fucking emo Loki reminded me of, I don't know the character's name, but if anyone who's watched Dan Machi, it's like the werewolf guy, who weirdly enough is part of Loki's familia in that show. It reminds me of that guy, which is quite funny. Loki is a hot emo boy, changed my mind. Also, I've cooked up a banger theory, which is the 7 main girls in Azumanga Daioh represent the 7 deadly sins, and that's the 10 main girls in Lucky Star represent the 10 commandments. I'd be interesting to read that, especially the 10 Lucky Star ones, because 5 of those characters have no personality or development whatsoever. They just show up right at the end and do jack shit, but they hog the opening. Seriously, he's so hot back then. That implies Loki's not hot currently. It may be an underrated moment in the flashback. I really enjoyed the Heracles moment. Perhaps I'm regretting Loki. Yeah, I like that a lot. Heracles is, the GOAT. Brunhild was so cute. Seriously, her smile was so cute. Damn it, rip the horse prediction I had. Yeah, the horse prediction going is is sad as hell. We were all like really happy for that. It's now official. Loki is a gooner. Lol. I think we already knew Loki was a gooner as soon as we saw his room. Let's be honest here. I bet Loki did the horse as one of his pranks. Hey Bruno, I banged a horse. Ain't that wacky? I can run the chapter on my usual site or Reddit. Where can I read it? I read it off Reddit. Is it still not on the Reddit? I assumed it was on Reddit still. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's on Reddit. It's one of the It's on the highlighted things at the top. Chapter 103. Yeah. I take a picture and send it. Take a picture and send it in Discord. Okay. Yeah, that works. Let me do that then. Okay, I'll send a picture in the Discord to prove that I have gotten it out. That is a great idea. Whoever said that, Candy Sensei, what a great idea. I will put it in general, because that's where all the fun stuff happens. God, there's so many, 17 messages I haven't seen. This is terrible. When is the Soul Frog cosplay coming? That would actually be very funny to do. Okay, selfie time. There, it's in the chat to prove it. Okay, that's one job done. That started it. That started the watermelon. I love that watermelon. It's great fun. So basically, Loki calls Ragnarok because he couldn't handle being a cuck. Oh no, that's brilliant. You know how I've been saying for ages now on the channel that Loki's going to be more important than people think. On the basis that in mythology, Loki basically is the one that starts Ragnarok. And I guess I was right, because Loki kind of is the guy who started Ragnarok then. Just in like one of the most hilarious ways possible. Loki W or a Thai source, trust me bro. I mean, I want Simo to win, personally, but you know, have you seen Proto Brunhild? The one from, the beta design? It's fine. The beta design of Goldo is atrocious. Moral of the story, don't throw watermelons at people. Exactly. Those damn Valkyries had what was coming for them. Rough Draft Brunhild, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I've seen it. It's alright. I don't mind it. The Gold one, though, is horrendous. Genuinely awful. Unless you want a yandere and I want one, so I'm buying an iPad of watermelons. Sam, I think Samo winning this and Loki finally redeeming himself. I feel like Loki might. I can see Loki's if Loki does lose, the thing is I feel Loki's gonna have to reveal to Brunhild that he framed Siegfried. I think that reveal will happen in this round. That might also be the moment that general the other characters start to learn about who Siegfried is, maybe. And that could definitely come through, his death. I love the fact that Odin has maids go to feed, has Odin has maids to go and feed, to take care of Fafnir. It's adorable. We've seen those maids are everywhere. We've seen them all over Valhalla throughout the series. He reminds me of Meliodas. Yeah, he's kind of damn bad like Meliodas. He's a bit more badass than Meliodas. Meliodas is more badass, though, I'd say. Wait, I thought it was Ares in the flashback. Ares is also in the flashback. Yeah, poor Ares gets his hair trimmed well bad. Also, everyone's least favourite goddamn god, Forsey. Whatever the justice god is from Norse shows up. And we all love that guy. Okay, the Azumanga, Chio is greed, Osaka is sloth, Skaki is envy, Tomo is wrath. Yomai is gluttony, Kagura is pride, and Karin is lust. Yeah, lines up, I'd say. I haven't watched Azumanga in ages. I need to give it a rewatch. So is Fafnir a pet or just a god-shaped dragon? I assume it's a pet, because, all the other dragons we've seen in the series have been, they've not been gods, as far as I'm aware. The dragons in the series are just vibing and then come along and gods to slaughter them. Yeah, rip the one from, chapter 1 that Zeus just destroys. Eric King, don't fall for the Odin propaganda. I can't help it, Odin's one of my favourite characters, if not my favourite. Man's falling for propaganda here. went from simp to understandable. What, just because Brunhild's hot, he went from a simp to understandable. And Lucky Star, Kanata is love, Kagami is patience, Tsukasa is pacifism, Miyuki is truth, Yugata is purity, Minami is repentance, Misayo is repose, Anio is selflessness, Hiyori is faith, and Patricia piety. I generally, outside of like the main four, I don't remember anything about the other Lucky Star characters. I'm going to say yes, but I don't remember jack shit about the rest of them. Greek Chad versus Norse Femboy. Can we get Seth to do a Loki cosplay with a Brunhild body pillow? I wasn't planning on doing a Loki cosplay. I could do a Loki cosplay. I'm not sure about the Brunhild body pillow. But, you know, we'll see. If you guys... Apparently, someone apparently has the screen cap of me agreeing to buy this other body pillow. I don't remember this at all. If you give me the screen cap, then, like the screen clip, then I guess I can't dispute it. But for the moment, I remember agreeing to this. But you could vote on Brunhild, I guess. To be fair, I get it. I actually really like how Odin is being written and is slow revealed to being the ultimate villain. I really hope they stick the landing of Odin, because so far he is really shaping up to be pretty cool. Loki X, Boito's starting the plot because he couldn't get his girl. If Loki loses, he's going to be the first recurring character to die. Maybe? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no. No, you might be right. Because like basically every human just shows up on their round. The only ones who haven't is Kentoki and Nostra, I think. And God-wise, yeah, makes sense. Oh, God, let this cat out. Oh, see, you guys missed me like getting up and walking out of frame to let the cat out. It's so, yeah, we need the camera back ASAP. A lot of watermelons. I mean, I don't know why autocorrect activates and I said iPad. Okay, I wasn't sure if you meant. I didn't know if an iPad was like a in some country it was like the name of like a crate of like watermelons or some shit. I don't know. How many chapters do you think are left of the fight? I think this is definitely going to be on the shorter side. I'm going to say 3 more chapters, but I'm not that confident yet, to be honest. I think there could definitely be more to Simo's backstory. I think we could definitely... Like, it's one of those ones where I can see us getting a second backstory for him, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Honestly, I'm hyped for Close Combat Simo. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're going to write him in Close Combat, to be honest with you. I actually think Brunhild already knows, because during the court scene, there's a panel of Loki smiling. Brunhild notices that seems to be a bit of a focus. It definitely wouldn't surprise me Brunhild has, like, suspicions. But I think, like, the big reveal will be, like, the confirmation of it. But I'm not... But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Ares' Everett seems... Yeah, because Ares is the GOAT. Ares' peak is why I agree, Great Mona Cage. Surly says... I'd really have liked for Loki to self-reflect and be ultimately wanting to die in this match to try and make it up to Brunhild as a mirror to Simo's sacrifice in nature. It would be cool. Is it too much for Simo? For Loki, I'm not sure, because it is Loki at the end of the day, but we'll see. I wonder who the 7 other gods who supported Yggdrasil are. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure will we find out? Maybe not. Oh, also, this chapter, at least the translation I read, confirms that Thor is also considered a chief god, which is kind of insane. Oh, this blimmin' cat. Sophie, what is it? Would you go up there? Shush. Ugh. Noisy old cat. There are a lot of new faces as always, and also only 100 left to reach 20k. I know, right? We have been stuck at like 19k for months. It's going to be nice to actually hit over 20k because, you know, it's like the big next milestone. And once we're over that, I feel like, you know, we'll feel better once we're over 20k. So, like, final push, guys. I love villains. I can't help it. Villains just are... They're often more interesting. I will generally stand by a really well written protagonist. For me, will always trump a really well written antagonist. But in most stories, it's a lot more common to have really well written antagonists than protagonists, if that makes sense. I think the best protagonists are better than the best antagonists, but generally good antagonists are more common. The other 7 are fodder. Yeah, probably. Okay, I have to go. We'll be back in a bit. Goodbye, Joe Boy. You're going to lose your #1 crown likely then for that. Oh, 1 minute, guys. This cat is being a pain. There we go. Oh. Let me at you in the meme channel. Can you not at people in the meme channel? I won't do it now because I'm not sure how, but I will fix that if that's a thing I can't do. The Sulphur cosplay must come first. How the hell am I even going to do a Sulphur cosplay? Dear Lord. Wasn't the Ares cosplay enough for you people? Not gonna lie, I find it funny. It's been 103 chapters and only now we get Thor and Loki having an interaction. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, just because they're both Greek gods doesn't, like, both Norse gods doesn't necessarily mean that we need interactions between the two. Like, for example, like, we've never seen, like, we never got, like, I was about to say we never had Poseidon interact with many characters, but that's because Poseidon, like, died immediately, like, after he's introduced. I guess that's fair. There's not really an example thing, but, like, just because they're both, like, Norse gods, like, doesn't mean they necessarily had to interact. Like, they're not, like, brothers, like, in, like, Marvel, for example. That's, this. Not gonna lie, I find it funny. It is safe. Have you seen people downplaying Sasaki below Shiva? In my opinion, present Sasaki is stronger than everyone except Adam and Zeus. I agree with that. I feel the story might want narratively. I think maybe there might be an implication that Buddha's above Sasaki. Like, based on feats, I'd say Sasaki, yeah, is third in the verse currently. But like, I do know some people like think that like narratively Buddha is meant to be above them. By the way, I'm pretty sure we reached 100 already. Nah, definitely not. I think I can check somehow. I'll have to actually find out. I can probably check. Also, Morrigan cameo. Yes, we got a Morrigan cameo, which was fun. I heard about that. I got spoiled about that beforehand. I was kind of hoping it'd be a crowd shot. But it is like in the flashback to the initial Ragnarok, which is a little sad. Because we can't confirm their fate or anything like that. But, you know, I want to buy a Goku body pillow, not going to lie. That would be pretty cool. When will international best-selling author Quan Millers make an appearance in the manga? He will get ideas from Loki and Zeus. Who the hell is Quan Millers? Is this some... What does this even mean? Who the hell is this guy? What? These books look interesting. Okay, interesting books, I must say. Ares versus Watermelon, who wins? Probably a Watermelon. That if we're being like serious. If we're not, then Ares destroys. What on earth is Thor the chief god of? I don't know. He's called a chief god. Well, it's like how like Hades is a chief god, and so is Zeus. So I guess it's not like, but I guess Hades is the ruler of a whole realm. I don't know. I at you in the meme channel for your agreement. Let me have a look. Oh, no. Don't forget your promise to buy a new cover once we reach $100 in total. I do remember that. But that started since we made that. Oh, god damn it. Okay, fair enough. That is a accurate screen cap. God damn it. Okay, I will go after stream. I'll find out what the number is on next stream. I'll let us know what the total. I should start putting the total in the corner. Actually, god damn it, this is ridiculous. Poseidon's a bitch. He is. Man Poseidon is still in the top 10 on the polls. Yeah, people just like Poseidon. Yes, the poll. We will talk about the poll in a minute. Let me catch up to chat, and then we'll discuss the poll because the poll's really funny. Poseidon is peak husband, changed my mind. Dear Lord. He'd be an abusive husband, I reckon. Maybe to Navikama, but I don't think so. Yeah, probably. There's so many similarities between Kintoki and Siegfried, both hero, both demigod, both demi-human, both demigod. I mean, like, if anyone remembers well back, we're talking about like a year ago now, I was really on the Kintoki versus Siegfried train. I was really on that train. I'd still say I think it's likely. I do think it's because I feel like Siegfried is going to end up being like, end up fighting for the gods against his own will. Like, he'll basically become like the vessel for the primordial power, and like he'll basically be like a vessel for like Odin's final plan. And I think Kintoki will fight him because, I think Kintoki's going to fight in the final round, regardless of who it is. You know. I hope we get to see Ra watching Anubis fight. I feel we will. I definitely think that's something we'll see. Because Ra's role in Apocalypse is basically finished as far as we're aware, so like there's no reason not to. I love the idea of Loki being Thor's nemesis like Marvel, but Odin keeps letting him off the hook because he's his blood brother. Like the myths feels more like he's like Thor's shitty uncle. Yeah, I definitely get that kind of interpretation. I think that's more enjoyable. My body pillow cover came a few days ago. Dear Lord, Chismo. I think was it the Genshin character? I can't remember. I think you said on stream who it was. Remind me if I was correct. Gonna have to go. Gotta walk my dogs. Have a great day, everyone. Eric King, you're king as always. Thank you for staying as long as you did. I hope your dog has a good walk. I legit spent a couple of hours looking for that agreement, if I'm being honest. The dedication is ridiculous. Who will fight in the next Ragnarok? Well, next episode, round 6, is Arthur versus Ao Kong, which I have actually made a lot of progress on. I have made lots of progress on it. It's really long, because like Arthur's backstory is really goddamn long. Easily the longest round yet, with the longest backstories yet, because I've really gone hard with Arthur's backstory. And there's like, it's got like a, you know, like the Buddha versus Loki kind of like side plot we had in round 5. There's something a bit like that as well. Yeah, it's going to be good. But like, I don't know how much longer just because I'm writing it in my spare time. I've been very busy with stuff. But it is coming along. So Kentucky with Goal, I hope to God so. I'm really confident with that one, especially after chapter 98 when Siegfried said she's the final piece. I really stand by this. I do think Goal is the titular character of the series. I do think she is the Shimizu Valkyrie, the Valkyrie of the end. I'll be very sad if I'm not correct, but like, watch my old Goal video. I kind of explain it all. I do want to make a new Goal video because that video wasn't very good. And like, I've got more evidence for why I think this is going to be, why Goal is such an important character. But, you know, I will always stand, until it doesn't happen on screen, I will stand by Goal pairs with Kintoki in the final round. I will stand by that. Well, cut to Ra in the hospital bed with bandages around all of him except his eyes like a SpongeBob scene. If I didn't live with my parents, I would buy a body pillow because I'm not ready to have that talk with my parents yet. It's awful. Again, remember, I didn't willingly buy this damn thing. No, it's from Hello for Boss. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I think, wasn't someone else talking about buying some goddamn Genshin pillow? Also, a pretty good vid on my Goat Piccolo. Like, thank you. It didn't do very well view-wise, but I was very proud of that Piccolo video because Piccolo is my favorite Dragon Ball character, and I think the video came out really well. Doesn't Goal mean spear? Maybe. Better not do. That's not reassuring at all if Goal means spear. Oh, no. Goal meaning not. Oh, that's really not good because Kentucky does not have us. In Old Norse, Goal or sometimes Gol generally refers to a shriek or a tumult. It can be associated with the concept of noise or battle. Can also be a talon or the claw of a hawk. None of that disproves Kentucky, so I'm happy. Have you made any ground on the round 9 fights analysis? Just because everything I want to say about them, I've already just said in my round 9 video. My round 9 analysis video, my round 9 analysis video basically has everything I want to say about both of them. There's not enough new shit I want to say about them to like really justify why I basically, when I start doing it, like, I don't feel the need to make videos on the round 9, round 10 onwards fighters because I'm just doing like big in-depth round analysis. And like for like everything pre-round 8, yeah, I did a big analysis video on like everything. But like I didn't go into that much detail in that video, so like I don't mind doing different. Has it cut off for everyone else or just me? I'm just gonna assume we haven't, and if we have, then so be it. Loki must be very pissed with humans now, considering the fact that some of them have managed to riz up Valkyries while he says spear. She's so cooked. Yeah, this is not good, guys. I have lots on Leah if you want to send it to you. Yeah, send over anything on Leah if you can convince me that I have enough more. I remember hearing that Kentucky myths was raised by tigers. Is that true? Would you have any clue where that idea came from if it isn't? There's various. Is raised in the woodlands, sometimes by his mum who's a witch. Sometimes, I think in one myth it's by his father, who is like a dragon. He's generally, though, he is in general raised in how the character does stuff. Are we back? I think we're back. Are we back live? I think we're back now. Okay. I don't know when the scuff started and what got cut off. So, if I didn't reply to a message in chat that was said before the one I'm talking about, just shout at me, because I probably did, but like, you know, it got cut off. So I remember hearing the Kentucky myths raised by tigers. Is that true? There's various different versions of it. He's always raised in the wilderness, generally. He's raised in the wilderness. He then does something to impress, I can't remember the guy's name, some samurai guy, and then he gets recruited by him and joins the 4 Heavenly Kings. Basically. I think sometimes he's raised just by the animals, sometimes by his mother, who's a witch. I think his father, who's usually a dragon, sometimes does it. Yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me. Could you add Gilgamesh and Enkidu beating each other up when they meet again, like Camelos and Balm reunited? I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to confirm to deny, because how Enkidu is going to factor into Gilgamesh's round may be a plot point. So I don't want to spoil anything. Even if Gaul meant spear, Revel time, Kentucky's axe becomes a. Now hear me out. A spear axe. A halberd. That's what a halberd is, which is like the best weapon in history, in all fairness. Loki being a simp yandere is hilarious to me. Susanoo versus Poseidon. I'll give it to Susanoo because I like him more. What are your predictions on Kentucky's backstory? Oh, I think we'll definitely get the initial like raised by animals thing. I think it wouldn't surprise me if his father turns out to be a somewhat important character plot-wise. Like, they might make it some god. Or it could just be a dragon. I really don't know. I don't know if we're going to get the whole him becoming a samurai and become part of the 4 Heavenly Kings or not. We could get that. But I don't know. It's possible. Weirdly, there's some fun debt element on Kentucky. Might be a plot point for his backstory. Yeah, well, again, sometimes his father's like a thunder dragon, so maybe he is the son of a dragon. You know, it's hard to say. Halberds are underrated. Well, they're really, really bloody good, so they shouldn't be. I asked because in Mortal Kombat there's a Tiger Man character named Kintaro, and the series writer said he chose that name because Kintaro, aka Kentucky, is raised by tigers. There probably is a myth for that. The thing with, like, Kintaro means golden boy, and Kintaro was what Kentucky was known as when he was a child, and then when he became a samurai, he was given the name Kintoki. I think that's how it goes, if I remember correctly. If halberd is the best weapon, of course Wubu uses a halberd. Hell yeah. You prefer Susanoo is better fight, right? I will neither deny nor confirm that. Okay. Let's check out, now that we've caught up a chat, let's check out the popularity thing, because I want to discuss this, because it sounds fun. So let me quickly get it up. So if we just do that, and then do that. Cool. And then if we go to ignore that. Ignore the mute. It's because I changed tabs on Audacity and it didn't pick up my mic. Rip. I think the only things I said of note here. I agree Sasaki beats Okuta. And then I was moaning about this character ranking. Okay, we're back. Brilliant. Okay, so Ares didn't make it. Absolutely insanity to me. Yeah, generally wild. But Hermes made it for some reason. Shiva got 23, which is insane downplay. Shiva is like arguably my favourite god in the series. He might be. I think he is. Okay, outside of Ares is obviously above Shiva because he's the GOAT. But like in terms of fighters for the gods, I'm pretty sure I've Shiva at number 1 for me. But he made 23 and he got beaten out by Rasputin. So I guess the Japanese really like Rasputin because he didn't make it. I think it's really funny to imagine that I imagine Simo would also make this. I bet Simo and Kintoki would probably both make this, even if they hadn't shown up yet, which is insane. Yeah, Rasputin's kind of crazy to be that high. Then Raiden in 21 is insanity to me. Again, Raiden is a top 10 character in my mind. He's one of my all-time favourites. He is he's downplayed as a character and a fighter. But yeah, it's insane. Brunhild luckily actually made it, with Brunhild at 20. Then absolutely insane pick, Adam at 19. Like, what is this? Like, I know in the West this wouldn't happen because Adam's probably the most beloved character in the West. Like, Adam is my favourite character. I'd say so. Yeah, I think I currently have Adam as my favourite. Yeah, so having Adam at 19 is madness to me. Lubu at 18, not great. But Leo did beat him, which I'm sure a lot of Western fans do not like. Susanoo and Sasaki at 16 and 15. I'm glad my GOAT, Sasaki, did beat Susanoo. I love them both, though. 14th is Heracles. I'm generally surprised he made it this high. I didn't think Heracles was... Well, I guess this is the Japanese audience. I don't know what they like. But like Heracles being this high, like above Adam, is kind of mad to me. Beelzebub at 13. Again, I think that would definitely be higher in the Western thing. Simo has only just showed up, and he's already 12. Great stuff. Loki at 11. I kind of assume maybe Simo and Loki are so high. I don't know. Simo was really won the poll to like which one to reveal. So like, assumably he was popular before he showed up. I'd like to hope Loki's only this high because he's currently fighting. Okuta making 10. So the people who dislike Okuta in the Western fan base can cope and sieve because Okuta made top 10. Then we have at 9 Jack. Not that surprising. LK, wait, people prefer Lubu over Leo. People don't like Leo in the community. People do not like Leo. People do like Lubu. Lubu gets glazed so hard. People just don't like Leo though. Poseidon at 8, too high. Tesla at 7, my goat. And then guys, if you have, I guess a lot of you seen this already, but for our top 6, Hades at 6. Kind of mad to me. Hades at 6. But you know, fair enough. Apollo at 5. I love this. You know how much I love Apollo, guys. Apollo is just great. My second favorite god. He has got arguably my favorite design. Okay, now he doesn't have my favorite design in the series. Kentucky has my favorite design in the series. He has a top 3 design in the series. Yeah, I'd say so. Top 3 design in the series just looks great. 4 in 4 only makes sense. I don't know why the hell 4's so high. 4 does nothing. Is it because he's hot? I feel it's gotta be because he's hot or something. Because I don't know any reason why 4 should be this high. Like it's not like recency bias. He doesn't have a good fight particularly. He doesn't do anything. Number 3 is Kentucky. Should be higher in my opinion. I just love Kentucky so high. You guys know me. You know how much I love Kentucky. You know how much I love him. So I'm so happy Kentucky's this high because it's great. I'm kind of annoyed Nostra didn't make it. Any of this. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, Nostra is not number 1. Only on the thing that I still want Nostra's official colours. We got the big colour spread and we didn't get his official colours. We get this, the perfect opportunity for us to get his official colours. Because we've got colours here. And we didn't get Nostra. It's so sad. 2 is Buddha. Not that surprising. People love Buddha. And I think we all knew who number 1 was going to be. It is our glorious king, Qin Shi Huang. Not surprising at all. Not surprising at all. To be fair, even in a Western fan base, this guy could win anyway, because we know how much people love him. I will say, the big shocks to me... Well, they're not shocks. The things that, like, upset me. Gold not making the top 24 is sad to me, because Gold is best goal. Ares not making it is insane to me. Nostra I would have liked to see here, but like he hasn't done much, so... But he's done more than Rasputin has. Is there anyone else I feel is a big miss here? Salt Frog not being here is a bit of a miss. Zeus not making it is kind of wild to me. Like, I thought people liked... Like, again, like, I don't know the Japanese fanbase, but Zeus is a very liked character in the West, so I'm surprised Zeus didn't make it. Like, Zeus is... Like, in terms of the fighters that didn't make it, Zeus didn't make it... Both around 3 did, both around 4 did, both around 5 did. 0 didn't make it, or Hajun. 0 not making... 0 would definitely make my top 24, because you know how much I love Zero Fuku. So 0, Hajun, Zeus. They're the only 3 Ragnarok fighters to not make this list. Again, we're not counting, like, Nostradamus and stuff. It's kind of wild. Generally wild, this. Okay, now to actually look at what people have been saying. Kentucky is top 3, remember that, as he should be. Rasputin being higher than Shiva and Bro hasn't shown up once. I know, right? God, how far do I need to go up? Okay, cool. So to explain the Azumanga girls, Sin's Chiyo is greedy because she's from a rich family, makes sense. Osaka is sloth because she's slacking off, makes sense. Sakaki is envy because she wishes she was cute like Chiyo. Tom is rough, she often lashes out. Yumi is gluttony, self-explanatory. Kagura is pride because she's competitive. And Karin is lust because she simps all the time. Ares should be number 1, I agree. What's the mystery person? That was Rasputin. Do you think Sasaki is someone that Susanoo respects? Probably. Sasaki, like, I feel Saki would. Like, Saki loves strong swordsmen who are devoted to the arts. Is we pushing Rasputin forward with his mind? Probably. I remember that I don't watch really any of his stuff, but like I know he's a big Rasputin guy. I'm surprised I don't know how popular Tesla is. Yeah, Tesla being this high is great. Like I was kind of fearful he wouldn't be that high. Leo should be high because I said so. Honestly, I'm surprised Luke Boo's on it. Yeah, but you know, yeah. Again, but 4 made 4 somehow. Adam Supremacy. As for Lucky Commandments, Conata shows love for her hobbies and friends. Kagami always puts up with Conata's bullshit, so she has patience. Yeah, that makes sense. Sirocastro is pacifism, and she's the kindest of them. Miyuki is truth because she knows everything. Yutaka is purity because she's pure and innocent. Minami is resistance because she keeps her word to herself and is very quiet. Mizo is repose because she's laid back and chill. Anyo is selflessness because she's very motherly and patient with the others, like Misawa. Hiyoti is faith as she believes in her passions, like Yuri. All makes sense. I definitely agree with these. I'm agreeing with like the Lucky Star characters because some of them I just don't remember what they do. Because over Adam, yeah, it's Japan manga. Of course, they love Kintoki as they should do. He's the GOAT. Jack dropped from the top 5. Yeah, Rip Jack. I guess he's not done much recently. He's the flying general for a reason. Poseidon and 4 over Adam. Yeah, I know, right? Poseidon over anyone on this list is outrageous. It's unfair. You guys know me. Well, the thing is, like, I've become more of a Poseidon hater over the years, only because Poseidon fans, for the most part, are just annoying as hell. I really like Poseidon as a character, though. I'll never, like, diss Poseidon from, like, a character point. I think he's, like, I'd argue he is the most effective round antagonist we've ever had. And, like, as the rounds are going on, like, we're having less of an antagonistic relationship between the humans and the gods. Like, we're having the more trend of it being more, like, friendly and competitive. But, like, round 3 was, like, peak, like, Sasaki's just, like, an op for Poseidon to just kill. Yeah, great stuff. You know how much I love praising round 3. It is the best round for a reason. But at number 2, that's my goat. And Patricia is piety as she is an American who tries to blend into Japanese culture. Damn Americans. Infiltrating beautiful Japan. Where are we up to? God, there's so many people have so many opinions on this shit. 4 was most surprising. Yeah, 4 being that high is just kind of wild. Also, have you heard that Toei will be using AI soon? I have heard this. I've not looked into it enough to know what's true and what's false. From what I've heard, the kind of AI they want to use, again, I could be completely wrong because I've not like read on the subject, but like, isn't it just the AI that like studios have always been using? Like, it's like, as far as I'm aware, it's not like generative AI in the way that like, because like AI kind of like, when we're talking like AI, we need to like really like what's the word, like what's the word, we've got to like be more like specific on what we mean. For example, like, I know a lot of mangakas for ages have been using AI to help with doing color spreads and stuff. Like, that's something a lot of them have done for ages, because there's been tools for that for years and years before like the generative AI kind of thing. So I don't know, like, if they're like just for like doing like generative AI, that's not good. If it's like AI to like help generate color like backgrounds and stuff, I don't see an issue, because like people have been doing this. People have already been doing that for years. Like, there's not been a problem in the industry. As long as it's not taking jobs away, basically. As long as it's not taking jobs away and it's not based on like a model that's stealing from other artists, I think AI can be a good tool in the creative space. Like, a lot of artists do use it for various things. It's just more like how the model is built and like if it's what it's being used for. Like, for the most part, I don't see much use or much moral integrity in like generative AI. But I definitely think there are AI tools that could be very like useful and like fine to use. But again, I have not read up on it, so I do not know the specifics of it. 4 is Aura personified, hence the high up spot. Yeah, basically. They love tall, quiet guys. Only reason 4 and Poseidon are that high. The golden boy, the symbol of courage, perfect, literal perfect partner for Goal. It's what I'm saying. You guys know me. I'm the Goal guy. I love Goal. I want Goal partners with Kentucky. I would pay money for it to happen. Okay, I'm happy Chin won. What's more, Chirochichi, the mascot of Manga, could be seen as the devil with his horn like his, strange powers and appearing in the girl's dreams. How the fuck is Rasputin even on the list? Japanese like him, I guess. Meanwhile, Kanata's dead mom appears as a spirit, sometimes showing the angel with wings. Absolutely crazy symbolism in Lucky Star. Yeah, that's crazy. Zeus and Zero didn't make it. Yeah, Zeus not making it's wild. Odin didn't make it either, actually, I've realised. I guess they didn't like Odin much. So Cheers and Kanata's mum could be standing for the devil and God respectively. Fact of the week. Gol is not a lolly. She's a petite woman. She's even there when Lubu was alive. She's probably older than him. Yeah, like if we're talking like just straight age, yeah, Gol is like well old. I think like what people like fixate on. Again, I don't have much opinion. I don't really care. People like to argue that like Gol acts like a child. Mainly due to a reaction to her sister dying, and I'm like, yeah, but your sister died. Like anyone see this as the die. Like I don't. It seems like the Valkyries had quite sheltered like upbringing, so like it might genuinely be like Gol's like first experience with like actual death before. I think it's definitely an interpretation of their behavior. If you're going on like an age basis, like no. I feel also design again is kind of up to interpretation. I've always seen Gol as just like a petite woman rather than lolly, but like you know it's other people's interpretations basically because you know it's the classic anime thing where like yeah, but they're actually 1,000 years old. Poseidon Fall being Sarazar while it is. What's a fun fact about 100 Girlfriends multiverse exists in canon? So yeah, more things adds the cosmology. All I hear every time I'm on stream, I hear more wild shit about this show. Also, since you read my essays, do you have any in-depth thoughts on them? Oh shit. Off the top of my head, no, because I'd have to like I'm really bad at like you guys know me on the spot. I'm awful. I can if you want actual like thoughts and like not constructive criticism, but like general thoughts, I can DM you some. I will give them a reread and DM you. It's probably easier than doing it on stream, but I can definitely do that. Imagine if Rasputin looks like Barn. It wouldn't surprise me if he's like he probably will be sexy because like every character is in this manga. My glorious king should be on top. The king where it all began are the best king. Get out of here, fraud Leo. Just kidding. I do love Leo, but he's no match for Chin. All I'm saying is the only one with king in their king literally in their name on the roster is Leonidas. I mean, technically, like Qin Shi Huang, like literally, like means like emperor. So you know, like the emperor's like part of his title. Like literally the name for like the word for emperor's like part of his name. It's great stuff. And then he gets the last lolly Valkyrie. Where would you put the Apocalypse of the Gods characters on this list if you would switch any of the list with a Apocalypse of the Gods characters? Oh, I mean, I would put. Okay, I'm just like the only character here that. Okay, like I would Rasputin. I just don't. I'd put like every Apocalypse of the Gods character above Rasputin just because like he's not actually shown up yet, so I know nothing about him. My favorite Apocalypse of the Gods character is Ra. I love Ra. I would put Ra above Hermes. That does not mean Ra would make my top 24 because there's characters not on this list that would make the list before Ra. But if any of them had to make my list, it'd be Ra. I think Loki's winning this. Damn, my goat Simo treated like this. Don't worry, have faith. Simo's winning. Yeah, but piety means trying to conform to belief, so Patricia makes sense. I'm against AI personally, unless if it's pure technical use. I guess with the thing is like AI is a thing, like, and it will be a thing. It's not going away. It's about how we as society adapt to AI. Like AI has been a thing for ages, but it's more like when most people talk about like AI nowadays, they are talking about generative AI and like ChatGPT style like search engine kind of AI kind of stuff. And it's just a reality. It is just a thing now. We're going to live with it. And it's just how we can best use it without. Basically, it's how we can use AI without infringe. As long as we're not infringing on people's copyrights, we're not taking jobs away from people. I think it's fine. But like, it's how we do that, especially in the creative space. But like we need to remember, like AI has been used, like what, like AI tools in like the technical term have been used in animation for like ages, like years and years, probably close to a decade. Like these things have been used for ages. That's just the reality of it. It's just how the industry is going to work about it, and it's more about how quickly we can get some legality in here to like protect people's jobs in like the creative fields, because those are the jobs that are most at risk from being replaced. We've already seen this with like companies like Coca-Cola doing like pure generative AI adverts instead of, you know, just paying an animator to do it. But like again, like the way that like again, background art and stuff and like manga and stuff has been done with AI before, and not really to any issues by people, because it was, again, it's just taking out what would be busy work and allowing the author to focus on the more important stuff where they need things, because that's the kind of stuff where like, yeah, they could have done it themselves, but like it's just like it's not difficult, it doesn't need to be detailed, and they're just trying to do it. You see a lot of like Kengan, for example. I know Sandro definitely uses stuff like that, uses like simple AI tools to help him with the process. So again, it's just like, you know, it's how it's implemented. Now I really want 7 Deadly Sins with Thomas Meliodas, Kanata's Esterosa, Kagura's Escanor. That would be fun. I like Qin Shi Huang, The King Returns. Oh, hello Eric King, you're back. Great to see you. Speaking of AI, what's your thoughts on men and women getting AI significant others? If it genuinely makes people happy and they are generally fulfilled by that, go ahead and do it. As long as people are happy, not hurting people, I don't really care what they're doing. But I do think it is curious to see what trajectory we could be going on, where like AI significant others could generally become like a more common occurrence. Be interesting to see. Lubo over Shiva, Raiden, and Saki is an interesting choice. Watch Ghost Stories dub. I love the Ghost Stories dub. It's one of my favorite like drunk like animes to watch. It's great fun. Yeah, but she looks like a lolly, so that's a no. Yeah, again, like as I said, it's how you interpret the design. I've never, like, my first thought when looking at Gull was never lolly. That's just not the thing. But like, you know, it's like when it comes to designs like this, where it's just like what your limit is to what your breaking point is. I'm not suggesting anyone lewd Gull, for example. I'm not suggesting that. Not something you catch me doing personally. But like when it comes to like, yeah, it's just like cut off basically. But yeah, I don't see much construction. I don't see much constructed conversation coming out from arguing if Gol is a child or like a petite woman. Like I don't see I don't see anything constructive coming out of that conversation. And there's not really you'd basically have to sit down and ask the author basically what their intention is, I guess. It's not something that really ever comes to my mind, so I don't really give it much thought, if I'm being honest with you. Lloyd's not equal child. It's actually a body type of a young-looking woman. If you're wondering, you can look it up. Okay. For fact, usually Kentoki is portrayed as a boy, not a human adult. At least for anime, that is. Because Kentoki, like in myth, there's Kintaro, who is him as a child, which is usually the one you see as a younger one portrayed, and Kentoki is usually him as a samurai later in life. People don't appreciate Gull's development. I think people view her as a child because she's the babysitter to every Valkyrie. People should appreciate... Yeah, people do not appreciate Gull's character. We'll probably make a video on it at some point, because I think Gull's actual character development is really, really good. In 100 Girlfriends, both the ethics teacher and the student counselor join the harem, so yeah. Insane. I do need to watch it, because it does sound great. Okay, just write them in Discord. Okay. They better not mess up brother 13-inch Pekka Hail Rasputin. Will you be willing to rank Dedede fan art Ragnarok roster? Probably, but not this stream, only because like I still want to do like the chapter. I still want to read the Apocalypse chapter on stream, and like I need to be like done by like in like half an hour. So probably not the stream, but next stream definitely. Excluding Adam, which character of the human fighters will shine with Color of Love to the point Jack will cry seeing it? I don't think any of them, to be honest with you. I don't think any of the other human ones have that kind of, what's it called? Kind of effect. Isn't Shin an emperor, not a king? I know he's called one, but he's more of an emperor. Like, what we need to remember is, like, king is not a universal term. It's just, like, the English term. Like, it's like Tsar, for example, is the same as a king. Like, they are sovereigns of a nation. Technically, Qin Shi Huang is different to a king because, like, he was the first emperor of China because he basically said, I'm not a whatever the Chinese word for king was, I'm an emperor. So technically, yeah, he is an emperor, not a king. But, like, it is effectively the same thing. Rasputin, a character that doesn't even have a design yet, being on the list over Zeus is hilarious. It is great. Gaul is the best growth in the series. I wouldn't say... I'd say, actually, no, they probably have the best growth in the series because, like, they are, like, one of the few characters that actually, like, has significant development over the story. Obviously, there are characters, like... Actually, that's just not true. Jack has better development than Gaul at the moment. Like, Jack, because Jack does generally develop for his round. There's probably other characters, too, that do the same. I'd argue Shiva has good development for his round, too. Here's a what if. Switch up between Chainsaw Man and One Punch Man, so Public Safety will have to deal with the One Punch Man monsters. They all die immediately. They got no chance. Including Monsters. Yeah, what they're meant to do, Public Safety gets absolutely destroyed. I guess, like, Makima will be fine, but the rest of Public Safety get absolutely destroyed. Like, honestly, and Hero Association will have to face the Chainsaw Man Devil like the gun. I think the Chainsaw Man verse will be screwed. Like, Tatsumaki would just obliterate the Gun Devil. It's not even hard. And the One Punch Man monsters would destroy the Public Safety. The verses just scale way too differently. I think Rasputin may have gone so high because people assume that if he gets really high up, his design will be revealed, like Simmo's was years ago. Maybe it also might be just like Rasputin's might be one of these figures in Japanese culture that they just like a lot. A bit like Simmo. Like, Simmo was, like, again, like, really popular, as you say, beforehand. We're up to. God Gen Beta will grow up with AI. God Gen Beta will grow up with AI. That generation is co-cooked. Yeah. Or even Gen Alpha's already gotten pretty cooked by it. I mainly meant it being against it being used for art, not for technical reasons. Yeah, like, yeah, it depends. Like, I think it's definitely a place for it in the artistic process. But, like, again, like, it's very technical. Like, it depends, like, again, I know a lot of artists do a lot of their early drafting and stuff using AI and then, like, stuff like that. I know that a lot of them do. Yeah, again, like, it depends, like, your issue. The only issue I have with generative AI is that it might lessen people's creativity. I don't think it'll lessen people's creativity because those who, like, those who are, like, true creatives, those who want to create stuff into the world, they're probably not going to get the satisfaction from, like, generative AI that they would for the actual creative process. The bigger issue with AI art then becomes them having any form of a career. I don't think it's going to affect, like, the creativity of true creatives. But it might allow people who aren't actual creatives to be, like, get that dopamine rush from thinking they're being creative, if that makes sense. Hot take, Chin could beat Lu Bu. Let me explain. Chin has crossbow of Tang, Lu Bu spear, aka Rancher is the Valkyrie, aka it's alive, so Chin could literal tank Sky Eater by using crossbow and Lu Bu spear. In theory, he could, but I think he just dies to Sky Eater. I think he could do it, but I think it's more likely he just gets hit and dies, if I'm being honest with you. Again, I scaled Chin higher overall than Lu Bu in the rank. In the general rankings of power, I will have Chin higher than Lu Bu. In a matchup, I'll take it to Lu Bu. Have you seen the T-Bait anime? I have not yet. The AI art looks awful in Kengan. Daro just dislikes drawing men and probably wants to get out of his job. I don't think it's gotten worse. Like, because, like, originally Sandro just used to use AI purely for, like, backgrounds and stuff like that, and I don't think it looked bad then. He's expanded his use of it, which has not been great. But yeah, I think he's just really burnt out, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest. Kentucky being at number 3 was quite a surprise to me. It was a glorious one. Chin is not tanking Sky Eater. I mean the weakened one, not literal full power Sky Eater. When will my glorious king wake up? Wake up, already let him comment around. Yeah, I don't know when this guy's waking up. He should fight again since Rasputin is taking too long to appear. It's been 7 years. Not just the teachers, but even one of the girlfriend's mums joined the harem. Dear Lord, I've heard, like, each girlfriend actually gets, like, good development in this show too, which is madness. Roman Sable or not, Goal. I mean, even Avatar now of Chin, she's more lolly than Goal. I'm not saying she is a lolly, but she seems to be smaller than Goal. So a Goal romance Abel in the future. I mean, again, like, they're usually to be just to be restricted to their blonde partners. And assumably, Goal will fight last, so that might not be that much time. But again, like, if I am very excited for whenever Goal does end up fighting, on the basis that it'll probably be it might not be the first round because Brunhild might fight first to make it that, but, like, in the Brunhild and Goal rounds, like, instead of just having like 2 main characters in the round, we're kind of going to have 3, because I imagine Gol and Brunhild will be just as like active participants in the fight as the actual fighters, unlike the other Valkyries where like they show up occasionally and say some shit. So I'm very excited about that. I mean, I think Makima Denji at full power, maybe Kishibe and Quan Chi could fight some One Punch Man monsters like Deep Sea King. Well, yeah, but that's just the point. You said Deep Sea King. Deep Sea King's not even a particularly strong demon level. Like, the dragons would destroy them. Again, Makima would survive because it's Makima. But yeah, like Kishibe and Quan Chi would get absolutely just destroyed by any high demon level monsters. Like Deep Sea King's not even that strong in the One Punch Man verse. Like, he generally isn't that strong. Like, he's often like viewed as like the poster child for demon, but even at demons, he's not even that strong. So yeah, my glorious king could tank Sky Eater. I believe in you, king. Let him cook. Weaken Sky Eater after being weakened by crossbow of Tang, not the full power one. Imagine how high Rasputin will be on the popularity pile after it's revealed. Watch him drop down because he's not actually hot. What's your thoughts on solo leveling winning Anime of the Year? Anime of the Year is purely just a popularity contest. That is just what it is. Solo leveling being the most popular Anime of the Year makes sense. I was as I've saying to my friends, it was going to be that or free run. I don't think there's any chance of anything else taking it. It's just a matter of which one got the more votes. Solo leveling also had the recency bias. If the free run had come out recently as well, it really wouldn't surprise me if free run have taken it. But it's just like solo leveling was really popular and it's just finished airing, so it's not surprising at all to me. Can you look up what 19 is in French? Why? What is this?
19.
Dear Lord, for God's sake. Hilarious. That is really funny. Deep Sea King is lower down compared to big names like, say, Boros, exceptionally higher than Orochi. Low down compared to them. Boros would, like flick Deep Sea King and he dies. Like generally, yeah, he's not very strong. Meanwhile, Gun Devil could Loki cook half the One Punch Man hero side from Tatsumaki and Blast. I don't think it would, to be honest. I think most of the S class, it's hard to say. Like, most of the S class should be able to just dodge those bullets. Like Flashy Flash should just destroy. There's a good argument Darkshine just tanks any of the bullets from the Gun Devil, to be honest. Because, like, the Gun Devil assuming he's just shooting guns. I think most of the S class just destroy the Gun Devil, to be honest with you. Like, the Gun Devil's just not that strong in the grand scheme of fiction. Whom better? Mother, no Eve, because that's not fair. Anne or Chunyang? Anne is not a great mother. Chunyang is best mum. Yeah, the author of 100 Girlfriend is saying when it comes to writing development for each girlfriend, like, they all have insane development. Yeah, someone was telling me about this. It sounds mad. Do you think Brunhild will die? Yes, I do think Brunhild will die. I will stand by. I think Brunhild fights in the penultimate round, and they with Nostradamus, or maybe another character. Maybe I'm leaning towards her being Nostradamus' partner, but whoever she fights with, I think they die in the penultimate round. Possibly to Odin. I do think there's a good chance Odin is the penultimate fighter. I think they die, and that is the low point. And then, because Brunhild's then dead, Gol literally cannot be asked to fight. She literally has no choice but to step up herself, which would be really good development for Gol, because like she's literally has to fight by her own volition. That's just my opinion, though. One Punch Man is just an insane verse compared to Chainsaw Man. Yeah, it is kind of mad how differently they scale. No, Brunhild will survive. It's the same as asking if Gol will survive till the end. They both give that vibe. Brunhild will die and Gol will survive. Yeah, because Gol's best goal. Not gonna lie, Platinum S, Homeless Emperor, and Evil Water alone could probably solo public safety. I don't think you need to go that high. I think there's arguably some demon level monsters that just wash public safety. Rantra is the Valkyrie could tank Sky Eater recall if it's just that she can't tank both Sky Eater recall and full hammer at the same time. I love how we're just like scaling between the two Chinese guys. It's quite fun. Okay, so finally made it to chat. End of chat. I'm going to quickly load up the Apocalypse chapter. We're going to do a quick read through of that on stream. Because it'll be fun. And then I'll probably have to call stream after that because, you know, I can't let you guys do shit for too long. So, do that. And do... like that. Okay, cool. There we go. I'm echoing. Oh, I'm echoing. Why am I echoing? Okay, I don't know what that was about, but it's fixed now. Okay, so to finish off stream, we're actually going to do a read-through of the chapter because I haven't done it yet, and it's fun. I can do the voices if people want. Half the devils in Chains Man when King pulls up while that were cooked. Now, I will argue that there is a good chance that like some of the Primal Fear devils may outscale, scale really high in One Punch Man. We've just never seen them. Like we've seen Darkness just like Darkness, for example, just like washes everyone. We've only seen Falling as a avatar in the real world, not their true body. So like we just don't know enough about primals. So maybe there's some primal devils that are like up there, but like we just don't know yet. Okay, so we have chapter 12, many versus one. That does imply this whole chapter could be this Indra fighting the symbols, which would be really cool. Apocalypse just has a real interesting way of drawing faces, doesn't it? It looks like Indra's... It almost looks like Wing Chun or something. Got some weapon action. Oh no, I was going to do the voices, weren't I? Now, kill him, Quan Yu. He dodged that? Fuck me. But too bad. We're definitely not letting you get to Zook, the Vermilion Bird. Oh, lightning crackle. Are we going to get some kind of elemental powers? No, he's just going to punch him. Impossible. Before, I was letting my killing instinct leak out just enough, but he kept his completely suppressed. That surprise attack from his blind spot, it should have definitely worked. He didn't just evade it, he managed to counter it. This arsehole, clearly, he's well versed in many one-on-one fights. Oh no, is Indra not going to have lightning powers? Is he just going to be a mad, like, martial artist? At least he's got the lightning crackling. We need to revise our evaluation. Yeah. Thunder God Indra, I heard you were one step below the God of Destruction Shiva. That is insane praise. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And here I heard that amongst the Hindu pantheon, you were all one-on-one fools. One-on-one fool? Da ha ha ha. That's great. One-on-one fool, huh? Oi, what's he laughing at? Back then, amongst the pantheon, betrayal, lynching, insanity, sneak attacks, ambushes, deceit, that sort of anything goes was commonplace. It was a damn terrible place. And amongst that harsh, savage world... Oh, look, it's the Pika Savaga. Pika Savaga. That guy. That one-on-one fool. He managed to make it to the Pika Savaga. Just how incredible is that? I'm loving, like, the Shiva glaze here. It's great stuff. We all know it well. That's exactly why, to surpass Shiva. Or he's fast. I'm loving how we got, like, Gubha. I couldn't get my guard up in time, but this is the end for you. Back then in that savage world, the weapon that I tempered and refined. No matter what surprises that came, and no matter how many came at me at once, my lightning fast counter. That panel is sick as hell. That is awesome. Our interest becoming really growing on me. Like, he's well, like he does seem to be just like the counter guy, which is really cool. And my lightning fast preemptive strike. God, there's a little note there. I'm not reading it. When these two blades come together, their name is Vajra. It is pretty cool. Sorry about that, but I gotta get going. If I stopped at a place like this, then beating that guy would just be a fantasy. I love this idea that like Indra's like generally like gunning for Shiva. It's really cool. I like this a lot. I know I said that I think it'd be really cool if we just started the chapter with him walking in like with blood in his fist and we just see these guys all like pummeled. But like actually seeing the fight is really cool. I finally understand. You're strong, really strong, but even now he's sneak attacking him. Unfortunately, we don't have to beat you in order to win here. As long as we keep you from the arena, it's our win. It's about to hit the time limit. Is he going to make it in time? But Lord Indra has yet to appear, which means that this match goes to Lord Zook. Please wait. Huh? Just stop already. Any more than this, you'll die, you know. God, look at this. Damn. Look at the damage on this guy. Ha, just try and kill me. Even if you do, we're still the winners. What? Why? Why are you here? Zook? What are you planning? You here to fight me as leader of the four gods? Whatever, don't make a difference to me. How like you? Thunder god Indra. True to the rumours. No, you're an even greater warrior than that. Which is precisely why. What? Zook you is that. Which is precisely why I simply must fight you. Oh, so the fight's not even going to be in the arena. This is cool. Look, Ares, my goat's here. I don't really get all of this. But to sum it up, you're basically saying that you came all this way just to get beat down by me. Not quite. I came all this way to beat you down. Or to put it how you Hindu gods do. Let's have a one-on-one. Oh, that was sick. I love this characterization of the Hindu gods as like these one-on-one guys. I really like that. I do feel there's going to be some very interesting power scaling talk, no matter which way this match goes. Because if Zook wins, there's the argument that like Indra was jumped beforehand. So you could like the argument can still be made for Indra over Zook. So that'll be fun. I really enjoyed that chapter. Yeah, that was a really good chapter. I quite enjoyed that. Like, as a Apocalypse of the Gods chapter, I thought that was really enjoyable. Let's quickly catch up and chat quickly, and then I'm gonna have to end stream. Zeus would shit himself so badly when King pulls up for the fight. Who are the hottest Valkyries? It's time to choose, Seth. Who is the hottest Valkyrie? It's Frud, right? It's got to be Frud, right? Who else would it be? Let me pull. I'm pulling all the Valkyries up. I'm pulling them all up. Yeah, it's got to be Frud. Frud's that muscle mummy. It's got to be. Yeah, that's my answer. Do you think there's a god devil because people think god? There definitely is a god devil. Whether they'd be relevant in the story, I don't think so. But there definitely is one by how we know like the universe works. So you think there would be a devil to represent specific S-classes in the verse mixed? If the verse mixed, well, yeah, because assumably, as long as monster fears count to create devils, then yeah, sure. But I don't know how many monsters out there fear heroes, so I don't know how strong they necessarily actually be. The King engine goes brewer and Zeus dies from a stroke. Yeah, isn't the artist a now guy? But even if it's a stomp, public safety versus monster association can be really fun interactions. Oh yeah, it'd be really fun. Like Quan Chi fighting Homeless Emperor, Kishibe versus Black S, Denji versus President, Pure Ugly, and Makima versus Psychos. Yeah, they would be really fun. Can I recommend you a game to play? You can do. I don't really game at all these days, but you're free to recommend. Maybe a hot take, but I like the APOC art style. Not more than Record Randoms, but I still like it. Oh yeah, I think it's funny. I think it's weird in places, but I still enjoy the art style. The Dragon Sniper leak was false. What was the Dragon Sniper leak? Can someone fill me in? What is that? God, I wish we had more characters with elemental powers. Yeah, same. I'm with you, King. It has its moments. The way it's fighting reminds me of Godspeed. Yeah, it does. If this ever gets animated, it definitely will too, because it kind of looks like Killer as is. The Valkyrie seems to cling on their fighters. Why is that? Like Crest with Sasaki, Hlock with Jack, Avatar with King. What, like, even after the fight? Well, it's because they're like soul bonded. They're bonded with the souls. I don't mean, like, once you're Valons, that's it. You are bonded. Your souls are one, basically, as far as I'm aware. Cool spread. These panels are awesome. Yeah, there's some really cool fighting panels this chapter. Honestly, I'm okay with introducing electricity this way. Yeah, I like, it's cool. I have grown on it. This man, Loki, bloody Obito. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Kiana Murphy. I haven't said that right. We are ending stream soon, but like, I hope you're enjoying when you are sticking around for. It's like Killer's ability too. Yeah, it definitely is. The announcer girl is pretty cute, not gonna lie. Yeah, she kind of is. But not as cute as Ares. Can we accept the headcanon that the eyes ability that human fighters have is from Adam? I don't know if it'll ever be confirmed, but like it feels like very purposeful. So I think it probably is true. So if you want to give me thoughts on the essay, you can put them in Discord. Yeah, I got what you meant. I definitely will at some point. There's no way Indra's fighting style was inspired by Godspeed. It probably is, to be honest, because he looks like Killua. Fun fact, the ethics teacher, 100 girlfriend, lives in a tent on school grounds and drinks cheap booze. I was envisioning Indra being a speed blitz type of guy anyway, and him having observation hacking is still cool. Yeah, I love the fact that he's like this like countermaster. Yeah, I really like it. Nah, Goth Mummy are top tier. Why are we talking about this? Why? So you haven't been to enough streams. This is what we talk about. Homeless Emperor, homeless devil, evil water devil. I feel like a water devil definitely might be one of the primal fears, or like a drowning devil or something. Wouldn't surprise me. Nyan is the cat devil. I recommend Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. Wuthering Waves is insane open world, while ZZ combat is amazing. I'll definitely have to maybe check them out. Elder Centipede, Centipede Devil. We've seen the Centipede Devil. They show up in part 2. We do actually see them. You know how ironic it is when I realise that the only thing Beelzebub need to do to move on from his grief and self-hatred is to advance and move forward. Yeah, I know, right? It's like round 8 has peak writing. Deep Seeking, Sea Life Devil. That'd just be the Shark Devil, wouldn't he? Just be Beam. I think the electric crackling is part of his powers because Indra's eyes were always focused on alongside lightning with every hit. Yeah, I definitely think like he's probably doing some kind of like killer thing or something. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to get revealed like he's like using electricity to like trigger like nerve responses or something. I'm so sorry, but what the hell are you talking about? I don't know. Like I don't know when you messaged this. There was a false leak where Indra reached the arena and Zook finger gun signals Chinlong with Dragon Cyber takes down Indra. What according to this leak, like what, Indra just dies or like loses? That would have been insane. I'm glad it didn't happen. Fantastic stream as always, Seth. Thank you, Eric King. Okay, I'm gonna go bye now. Great to have you, Joel Boy. It was a good stream. I'm ending stream in a minute anyway, but good to have you here. Fear Devil, Unknown Devil. I assume like the Unknown Devil is just, you know, the Darkness Devil. Fear Devil. I don't know if there is a Fear Devil because like, can you fear? God, I would not love to live in Chainsaw Man. I get scared a lot, so it'll just power them up. Yeah, Chainsaw Man is a horrendous verse to live in. Hello, how is your favourite Record of Ragnarok character? My favourite Record of Ragnarok character is Adam. I'd say probably Adam. At the moment, he is father, and he is great fun. Maybe Buddha and Sasaki are up there too. Yeah, it's hard. I'm gonna stick with Adam though. I'll stick with Adam. I think Zook will still fight dirty since there's one camera. Imagine if like Zook's just like editing the footage. Do you think we've seen all of Indra's abilities, or do you think he has more to show? Maybe actual lightning bolt attacks. I don't know if we're going to see actual lightning bolt attacks, but I feel we're definitely going to see more stuff. I definitely feel we're going to see more stuff in this. Peeing in bed while asleep, devil. Okay, I'm going to end stream now. But it was a really good stream. Thank you everyone who stayed by. Sorry the camera wasn't working this stream. I'll try to get it working for next stream. And I'll be in stream now, and I'll see you next time.